New South Wales Goalball and Goalball Australia would like to thank and acknowledge the supporters and sponsors of the Australian Goalball Championships. Supporters, City of Parramatta for their Community Events Grant, Paralympics Australia, New South Wales Office of Sport, Australian College of Physical Education, who have provided volunteers to assist, Blind Sports Australia, Blind Sports and Recreation New South Wales, YLDS, Your Life Disability Support Services, Family Physiotherapy, Joust Sports, and our sponsors, New South Wales Goalball, Profits Collective, Zingara Massage, Weston Phone Repairs, and Pack and Stick. Thank you for your ongoing support and contribution towards the Australian Goalball Championships.
Hello everybody, welcome to the second men's game on Court 1. Today, I will be your commentator. I'm Matthew Bowery. I'm here with Robbie Dunya. Say hi, Robbie.
Hello everybody.
Today we have New South Wales 2 on the left-hand side of the court and Queensland on the right-hand side of the court. Starting for New South Wales 2, we have Darren on the left, Aiden in centre, and Isaac King on the right.
On the right, we have got Sydney Whip, Isaiah Muller, and Romeo in that order.
Should be an interesting game. We got the... Should be an interesting game. We've got essentially a pool team in New South Wales 2. And the Queensland boys, who are viewed pretty highly in the rankings. They were expected to do pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see if New South Wales 2 can sneak out a win here.
See if they can stay in the game and put some effort in these balls to challenge Queensland.
Yep. First game on this court for both teams, so they'll be filling out the court as well as each other. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Looks like Queensland will be starting with the ball. Any predictions for the game, Robbie?
Ooh. I really want New South Wales to really stay and be patient in the game and play their own game and not get sucked into how Queensland play. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. What about you?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how the New South Wales boys play together. This is the first time seeing this specific combination, and the Queensland players have played with each other for quite a while. They were the same team at last year's AGC. So
and the New South Wales boys, guys haven't really trained together before.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how their team dynamic forms over the course of this game. That's what I'll be watching out for. Ooh. Alrighty, New South. Ooh.
That looks like Romeo to.
Oh, Queensland had a delay of game, so Romeo to defend.
Interesting start to the game. See
Very
if they
much
can take
so.
advantage of this opportunity.
A good chance for New South Wales 2 to get on the board early, put some early game pressure. Aiden Smith with the ball. Walking over to the far side of the court. Oh, throws into the gap. Romeo's there to block.
Good block by Romeo. Waited patiently for
Strong
that.
start.
Strong start. All right.
All right.
I believe Queensland will be starting with the ball.
I believe so. See how Queensland gets their first throw in. They've made their statement.
Sit in the gap.
Nice and flat. Down the line. Into the far post past Isaac King's legs.
Great start for Queensland. Let's see how New South Wales can start.
Yep. The first real test for New South Wales 2 has already begun. Darren with the ball on the close side. Straight into the centre. Caught easily by Sid. Pass to Romeo. Romeo now with the ball. Close side of the court. Just throws out. Trying to hit Darren down his line. Darren receives the ball. Darren throws into the far gap. Blocked by Sid.
A very nice ball. Block ball over.
Good fracture on Darren to put a little bit of pressure there on them early. Isaac with the ball on the far side. Isaac trying to throw into that same gap, but caught easily by Sid. Pass to Isaiah. Isaiah now on the far side. Straight to centre, blocked by Aiden Smith. Pass to Isaac King. Isaac King with the ball on the far side. Straight down the line, caught by Isaiah Muller. Isaiah on the far side. Skippy into the close gap, caught by Aiden Smith. Aiden with the ball. Aiden trying to get Romeo down his line. Blocked by Romeo now.
That was a good throw from Aiden. Really pushed Romeo to his post.
Both teams really getting into it now. Romeo with the ball. Bounce towards Darren. Darren blocks the ball. Aiden collects it, passes it back. Darren with the ball on the close side. Straight at Romeo. Romeo blocks it out.
Looks like they're trying to target Romeo's side from early on.
Yep, they've got their target. See how Queensland handles the pressure. Sid with the ball, moving to the far gap.
Try that same ball again.
Yeah, as Isaac was there this time, blocked it out.
Okay, we've got Isaac on the far. Throws it into Sid in centre. Sid with the ball in the middle. Tries again to throw in the Isaac's post. Isaac blocks it with his feet. Isaac with the ball in the far corner. Into the gap off Sid's feet into Isaiah. Isaiah with the ball. It's a big bounce into the centre. Aiden with a quick return, but out.
Just too much angle on the run
Too
up.
much angle, yep.
Seems like both teams have found their target now.
Isaiah in the far corner. Skippy a ball. Fractured into. Ooh. Fractured off Aiden's feet into Isaac, and then the ball got lost in.
Ball went loose and no one said anything.
No one said anything, and
Aiden got the save though. Not a lot of time left on the clock. It'll be interesting to see what New South Wales does, whether they choose to throw on play or just throw it out. But I think Queensland has now established the momentum. They hold it. It's now up to New South Wales 2, hopefully with this timeout, to change things up. Try and swing things back in their favour.
So far it does look like Queensland are the ones applying more pressure.
Indeed. But both teams have found their targets. So it'll be
true.
interesting to see who manages to break through first.
Looks like Darren on the right post.
Darren on close side with the ball.
The close side with the ball. And yep, he dropped the ball.
And he just passed it.
Passed it out.
The ball will now go to the other side of the court,
It's not
towards
worth,
Romeo.
not worth risking a 10-second penalty for.
No, I think it's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Romeo with the ball. Through into the gap. Darren blocks it, collects it, throws from the close side. And fracture off of Sydney Whip's hands, past Romeo into the goal.
Fantastic ball.
Darren getting them back on the board early, evening out the score. Timeout did work.
Zaya on the far post. Big bounce into centre. Aiden there blocks it comfortably. Passes it to Darren.
Interesting decision to not go back to where you scored.
Sid moving into the gap. Blocked by Isaac. Isaac through into centre. The ball in the middle with Sid. Big bounce into Aiden, passing it off to Darren. See what he can do here. Skippy bounce into Romeo, fractured into Sid and the collect of the ball. Romeo, Skippy bounce back into Darren and blocked out. Interesting passage of play right here.
It's been a very interesting tug of war. It's evened itself out rather quickly. Darren trying to find the ball. Collects it from the close side. Straight into the centre. Blocked by Sid. Darren has to do his shoelaces. Queensland will now have a full 10 seconds on the clock to block the ball. For those wondering, the 10 seconds starts when the defender blocks the ball, and it ends when the ball crosses the halfway point after being thrown.
Currently, balls with Sid
in the close gap.
Full stretch by Aiden.
Pass to Darren. Now in the close gap. Blocked by Sid. Collected. Pass to Isaiah. Setting himself up in the far gap. Through to the far gap. Blocked by Aiden. Pass to Isaac. Isaac through straight to centre. Blocked by Sid. Pass to Romeo, who sets up in the close post. Straight to centre. Aiden blocks and quick returns. Ooh, just out.
A lot of B by both teams, throwing to B.
It's been a very static game. Not a lot of movement.
Yeah. Zaya through to centre, passing it off to Isaac. Isaac into Isaiah. Quick return by Isaiah. Blocked comfortably by Isaac. Isaac through to Sid. Sid now going into the far post.
Like the movement.
Trying to go down the line, but it's gone out.
The intention was good.
It's a bit of a ride in the game. Ball with Isaac in the far post. Through cross centre into Romeo. Romeo in the close post. Into Darren.
Blocked forward by Darren. Darren now in the close post. Flat ball into the straight into Romeo. Collects it. Passes it off. Sid now in the centre. Big bounce straight to Aiden, who blocks it and passes it off to Isaac King. Isaac King now set up at the far post. Throws it into the gap, blocked by Isaiah, who collects it, sets himself in the far post. Tries to do a 99, just like Sid did, but throws it out.
Sid's trying to get that, and Isaiah trying to get that big bounce going to test their centre. Isaac on the far post. Cross court into Romeo. Romeo now in the close post. Throws down the line. Darren blocks it out. Darren in the close post here. Long ball. It's about a metre
Long
long.
ball by Darren. Too eager to score a goal, he puts a bit too much power in, gets a long ball.
See ball.
Ball dropped close side, Sid has collected the ball. Let's see where he throws it. Darren set up in the close gap. Sid at the close post. Sid throws down the line and Darren was there waiting.
Darren with a block out. Great start, great effort to keep them in it.
Yep, keeping the momentum as it is.
Now let's see what he can do now. He's got the ball in the close post. He just ran right and started out. We've got the ball with Isaiah walking along to his far post. Triple bounce into centre. Aiden with a quick return into centre. Sid with the ball. Going into the close gap. Fast skippy ball into Darren. Darren's collecting the ball. He's in the gap. Into B with Isaiah now in the gap.
Blocked out by Darren.
It's a quick passage there.
But both teams, I think someone needs to change something up for this game to change. Otherwise, it's probably going to continue to go at this pace. Blocked by Sid. Pass to Romeo. Collects it. Sets himself up at the close post. Skippy ball down the line. Blocked by Darren. Darren collects it. Sets himself up at the close post. Hits 5. Sid collects it. Sets himself up in the center of the court. Again tries for that far post shot that scored in the first throw of the game. Or the first few throws of the game, I should say. But doesn't quite hit it. Isaac collects the ball on the far post. Throws into that close gap. Blocked by Isaiah. Helped by Sid. Collects it. Sets at the far post. Triple bounce through the close gap between Aiden and Darren. That was the change-up that Queensland needed to switch the momentum in their favour. Let's see if New South Wales can respond.
Ball with Darren in the close gap. Into centre. Sid chasing the ball. Passes it off to Isaiah in the far gap. Big bounce. Yeah.
Too eager to repeat what he did. I think just trying to get a bounce that just goes over the centre. Too much power.
Bouncy court, so they try and put some more power into the ball.
Just overcompensate a little too much for the court, I feel.
Ball is with Darren in the middle.
Alright, Isaiah sets up in centre. Darren also sets up in the centre. Let's see where they go. Isaiah read that ball from the beginning. Just blocks it easily, which is what we expect.
This would also kind of change their momentum from the penalty.
So far, all teams have failed to convert on penalties.
Sid through from close post into Darren. It's gone fractured out. Not too long on the clock. Aiden in the far gap. Bounces into centre now with Isaiah in the far gap. Skippy fast ball by Isaiah. Blocks by Aiden. Now with Isaac. Isaac in the far gap. Balls with Sid in the close gap. Goes for the same type of throw, bounce ball into Aiden. Ball is now in the close gap with Darren. Darren throws into 5. Sid passes off to Romeo. Romeo in the close gap. The close post, sorry. Into Aiden. far gap. Into Romeo's chest. Romeo now in the closed post. Blocked by Darren in the chest. Darren in the closed post. Full stretch by Sid. Sid with the ball in the middle. Into the corner of
Into Queensland scoring shot right into that far post right there.
They've been trying to get that ball for a while, and they successfully got that.
Queensland thoroughly takes the momentum in this game. Ball's with Darren in the close gap. Skippy throw. Straight into the far gap. Isaiah blocks it, collects the ball.
Timeout.
There we go. We have 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. Score is 3-1 to Queensland.
I think Queensland might be trying to open that gap, that post of Isaac, since they've had most of their success in that pocket.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly felt like after they got that goal, after Isaiah scored that goal into that close gap between Darren and Aiden, they certainly hit that a little bit to put some pressure there, sort of draw in all the defenders, and they went back to that far post and got the goal.
Now let's see what New South Wales can do to respond to.
They've had a break.
To put the momentum in their favour again.
Yeah, let's see if the coach's call to reset the momentum works out. They've been doing very well. The defence has been solid by both ends for the most part.
Yeah.
So, see if they can continue.
Isaiah from his post into Aiden. Aiden passes to Darren in the gap. Darren straight ball.
Risky fracture right there. Almost had something. Sid now in the close gap. Trying for that shot again. This one he just scored on. He tries it again. Doesn't quite hit the spot.
Ball with Isaac in the far post. Throws it into the far gap. Sid passes off to Romeo. Romeo walks to the post. Throws. Blocked by Darren.
Substitution for New South Wales 2. Isaac King off for his father, Troy King. I believe it'll be a direct swap. I don't think anyone will be swapping positions. It'll be interesting to see what Troy King can... It'll be interesting to see if Troy King can use his iconic curveball and change up the pace, catch Queensland off guard a little bit. This might be the change of pace New South Wales 2 needs to break through the defence of Queensland, who have been very good. They've looked very strong for the most part.
Yeah. See, as expected, Troy in the far gap replacing Isaac. Darren from the close gap into the far gap with now Isaiah in the gap. Bouncing into centre.
Great block by Aiden.
Now with Darren in the post. Throws across into Isaiah. Isaiah now in the post. Let's see what he will do. Goes down the line, testing Troy, a full stretch.
Queensland coming in, trying to...
Troy's first throw of the game.
Tried for that spinner ball and almost got him, but Romeo was there. Blocked it up. Romeo now in the close post. Throws at Darren, who blocks it out. Troy had a good start coming on. It's what you need as a sub. It's always very important to have a good, strong start, so good on him. Darren now, close post with the ball. Threw into that close gap. Romeo blocked it forward with his feet, collected by Sid. Sid now setting up in the close gap. Big bouncing ball into the far gap, blocked by Aiden, pass to Troy. Troy with the ball on the far post. Bouncer into the far gap, blocked by Isaiah, who collects it, sets up on the far post, minute left to go in the half.
Another
Isaiah
long ball.
with another long ball.
Isaiah.
Little too eager to get that scoring ball.
Let's see who takes the ball to take this penalty from New South Wales. Looks like it's Aiden set up in the middle.
Yep, Aiden set up in the middle. Let's see if they can convert on a penalty.
So is
It'll be very important, I think, for New South Wales. It's a very important penalty. Aiden set up in the close post. Throwing cross court, blocked by Isaiah.
Blocked by Isaiah.
Isaiah once again reads the ball really well and just catches it clean.
Now we've got Sid in the far gap. Hit Troy, went up, and he tried to pull back to try and save it.
Just the top spin, just went up. Troy unable to hit the ball forward enough to stop it from going back, and just went up and in. That's what top spin does. It's very impressive. Aiden now with the ball going to the far gap.
Aiden
throw straight at center. Blocked by Sid. Pass to Romeo. Romeo collects the ball. Goes to the close post. Bouncing ball down the line, past Darren, into the close post.
That was almost looked like a long ball almost, just before the line.
Maximum length bounce ball must have really caught the timing off. Darren with the ball, trying to return the favour into the close gap, blocked forward by Romeo, collected by Sid. Sid with the ball in centre. Sid trying to hit that post. Troy is not letting it happen. Blocks it out. Troy now with the ball on the far post. Tries for his spinner again, straight into B. Sid passes it off to Isaiah, who sets in the far gap. Going for that skippy bounce. Aiden blocks it. Once again, Troy with the ball on the far post. And that's half. Score is 5-1 to Queensland. Interesting thing is that I don't think any of these goals really came back to back, except I don't know. None of the goals came back to back.
Any of them came back to back, but it was New South Wales had the opportunities to execute on those penalties. Just unfortunately they couldn't do that to kind of keep them back in the game. But solid blocking by both teams actually, and coming in with Troy doing that, changing up the pace, and he's doing his famous curveball.
He certainly tried for it. He certainly tried for it. Just a little bit too much angle on the curve made it go straight into Sid's chest. He just ate it easily. But no, I think New South Wales 2 is doing very well. Yeah. They just need to figure out who's going to throw penalties, where they're going to throw it. I think that's really what's held them back, because because they've obviously put enough pressure for Queensland to be making all of these penalties. It's not these penalties don't just happen on their own. Right? Especially not with the caliber of players that you get in Sid and Isaiah. So there's clearly some pressure there, noted or not. Whether that be for, New South Wales 2 hitting good spots, causing fractures and, putting pressure that way, or if it's just Isaiah trying to get a better ball, trying to push for balls he thinks he should be able to do and just giving it too much.
And I was really impressed with Darren hitting those gaps and testing Romeo. He was testing him quite well in that gap, and got a lot of fractures there as well. So,
but again, props to Romeo for blocking it up. He's a lot of these Darren, Sid, Isaiah, all these players have come to men's training camps. They train with the men's squad a lot. So for Romeo to be able to step up, take that on, and keep the ball out of the net as consistently as he has been very impressive. So good on him. I think both teams are playing very well.
All players, even when they've been subbed on, and there's always been the same intensity and the same caliber of skill being shown. So it's really good. It's a really good watch.
It'll be interesting to see if New South Wales 2 makes any major adjustments to their plan, because it felt like they were really trying to hit the close gap.
Yes, it looked like that.
But it seems like they sort of drifted away from that to sort of hit more B, trying to wear out, sit a little bit in centre.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to cross him a bit as well. To make him stretch out.
Because that's what got that first goal was Sid clipping Sid and going around Romeo. So I think that's something they tried to do again in the back half of that, and they just hit a little bit too much B.
Yeah.
but the intention is there. I think it's
and they've got the skills to do it, to
absolutely
keep contesting Sid and the gaps, really. So we'll see what changes New South Wales make to test Sid and Isaiah, and also it looks like, I think that looks like Sean.
Oh, okay. Queensland might be subbing in Kendrick for Romeo. Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. That is still Romeo.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Romeo has been doing very well.
Yeah,
so
he's been blocking
and he did get that goal at the end there too.
Yeah,
So I think if he's starting to pick up that pace, starting to really feel the momentum, I don't think there's any reason to
his
take him off.
communication, you can hear him calling loose and passing it off, and his communication by him and all teams have been very well.
Yeah, New South Wales 2 had that one lapse of communication, but Aiden managed to save it, and since then they've really upped their talk. So I think that was a little bit of a wake-up call for them to really make sure they're talking and communicating. But they've done very well so far.
So both teams have now switched sides. It doesn't look like there's any changes on New South Wales 2.
No lineup changes for either side at the beginning of the second half. It's a little bit of a failed cheer from the Queensland bench, but it's a Queensland player. They love chanting. So hey, he got someone.
He got somebody.
Good for him. It wouldn't be an Australian Goalball Championships without Queensland trying to do loud cheers. Let's be honest. They love being loud and obnoxious, and I'm glad that tradition still follows them. I don't think that's something they'll ever lose.
No.
Alrighty, I believe New South Wales 2 will start with the ball this half. And Queensland will be the ones defending the first throw. Do you reckon it'll be Darren or Aiden who takes the first throw? What do you reckon?
I was just thinking.
Well, it could be Troy too, actually. Maybe get an early spinner might catch them off guard.
I think Darren might take it. But we'll just have to see. They're all set up in their own positions.
Interestingly enough, it looks like Troy and Darren have swapped wings.
Yeah. So Troy's now on right wing, Aiden's still in centre, and Darren is on the left wing.
Yeah, so...
Okay, New South Wales will start with the ball.
Queensland... Oop. The game clock has not been reset. So... And there's the game clock, it's just ticked over now. So Queensland with the same lineup, Isaiah on the close side, Sid in the centre, Romeo on the far side. For New South Wales 2, it's Darren on close side.
I was wrong with my prediction.
That's alright. Aiden in the centre, Troy on the far side. Aiden takes from the close gap, straight to Isaiah, who blocks it forward, collected by Sid, pass to Isaiah. Isaiah now on the close gap. Skippy ball, straight into that close gap, blocked by Aiden, pass to Darren. Darren now with the ball. Darren trying to throw down the line, just throws it slightly out. It's a full 10 seconds on the shot clock for Queensland. Isaiah collects the ball, sets up on the post. And Isaiah throws it out. That's two out throws in a row. Not great for the men's division. You hope for more, but start of second half. Let's see if they can pull it in.
Let's see what Darren can do in the close gap. Blocked by Romeo in the far post. He's got it now in the far post. Throws into Aiden. Aiden passes off to Troy. Troy in the far post.
Seems like some people getting some snacks from the canteen are a bit too loud. Full 10 seconds, Troy with the ball on the far post. Tries to throw into that close post. Isaiah was there, if barely. Now throws it into the close gap, blocked by Aiden, pass to Darren. Darren now in the close gap.
He's just running that way, and it's just making the ball go in the direction he's running.
I think he's just struggling a little bit with the wing change. I think he got into like bit of a comfortable rhythm on the other side doing that, and now he's struggling to adjust.
Sid now in the close gap. Blocked out by Darren.
Seems like Queensland's plan is still the same if they're still targeting that close post for the scoring goal.
Yeah. Yep. Darren in the close post. Tries to throw across centre. Sid blocks it. Sid in the middle. Tries to do a big bounce into Troy. Troy blocks it out. Hit his top arm out. Troy now in the far post. Goes into his eye, and his eye blocks that out.
Pretty comfortably too.
Yeah.
Zaya with the ball, setting up in the close post, moving towards the close gap. A little bit of groaning from the air conditioning. Full 10 seconds for Isaiah, who sets up in the close gap. Flat and fast, straight into the centre. Aiden quick returns, tries to get into the far post, but it's collected by Romeo. Romeo with the ball. Romeo throws into the close gap, blocked out by Aiden. Darren to collect the ball.
Darren now in the close post. Straight into Zaya. Sid now in the far gap. Fast ball into Troy. Troy has gone loose. No, it's ricocheted into the goal. 6-1.
6 from the Queensland with
Queensland.
9:30 in the half. Aiden now set up in the close gap. Throw it into centre, collected by Sid. Ooh. Here comes the swap. Romeo off for Kendrick. Unfortunate on that last goal for New South Wales too. Aiden was there, he just couldn't quite track the ball in time to stop from going in the net.
Yeah, it was close. The ball just slowly trickled into the court, into the goal.
It's hard when the ball's like trickling like that. It can be quiet, nod here.
The bells would kind of slow down.
Especially when when you're panicking too. So you know,
and you don't just want to accidentally just hit it in.
Yeah, he was close.
He was close. He was.
Yeah. Hopefully this is just like first game rust, and that's not a thing that can happen later. All right. A bit of a lineup change for Queensland now. Sid throws from close gap into Troy. Lineup change for Queensland. Kendrick now in the close side, and Isaiah on the far post. Troy with the ball on the far post. Troy trying to get a real cross court going to catch out Kendrick. Kendrick now collects the ball. Kendrick sets up in the close gap. Throws straight at Darren, who collects the ball. Darren now set up in the close side of the court. Just throws it out.
Looks like they're already trying to target Sean already.
Which makes sense, as Queensland did that when Troy came on too, so it's to no surprise. Isaiah now with the ball on the far gap. Ooh, good bounce ball. And an even better block by Aiden.
Straight into the chest. Blocks out. Now with Troy in the far post. Troy throws into centre. Sid now in the far gap. Ooh, fractured is off Troy over the goalpost. Looks like Queensland are putting the pressure on.
Yep.
Aiden comes over.
Really trying to get that top spin to sort of rip up and over the defenders of New South Wales too. Aiden now with the ball at the far post. Shoots down the line, collected by Isaiah, who sets up in the far post. Isaiah again trying to get that that top spin to sort of rip up and over like the throw before. Just overshoots it to the left a little bit and it goes out. Oh, looks like Darren's coming over to collect the ball. But no one takes it. Troy on the far post. Blocked by Kendrick in the close post. Collects the ball, sets up at the close post.
The good old Duff. Duff man returns.
The Duff man, slamming a hand into the ground when you throw.
Darren in the close post. Blocked in the gap by Sean. Ball getting dropped in. Sean with the ball in the gap. Throws in the gap between Aiden and Darren. Blocked by Aiden, passing it off to Darren.
Darren just struggling to readjust to the being on this close side of the court.
It definitely looks like that. He's not straightening himself up to line himself up to throw, or something's not working in his run up.
Well, Sid collected the ball and has moved to the far post. See what he does. Again, that ripping top spin on the skippy ball, just it's dangerous. Troy doing a good job to keep it over the net and not in.
That's right. It doesn't matter where he goes as long as it's not in the goal.
That's you got it on the head there. Troy now with the ball on the far post.
Troy just overshot the cross court. Sean with the ball in the post. Blocked by Darren. Collected by Aiden. Back to Darren. Darren in the close gap. Blocked by Sean. Sean passing it off to Isaiah. Isaiah's gone back to the far post. Tried that triple bounce. Blocked by Aiden. Passed off to Troy, who's now in the far post. It was a good throw by Troy. Readjusted nicely.
Yep.
Blocked by Sean. Looks like Sid now is going to collect the ball.
Yep. I think the targets of both teams have been pretty well identified, so now it's a question of who will be able to execute the best throw.
Ooh, time out by New South Wales. Let's see what
This could be the change needed. It was pretty stagnant there for a little while from both teams, so I think a timeout. I think a timeout was a good call, especially from New South Wales too, who is currently behind. Speaking of, it is 6 minutes 43 seconds left in the second half. It is 6-1 to Queensland. So I think this may be a good time. New South Wales 2's coaches have seen something that they're going to try and convey to New South Wales 2, whether that be, a way to better execute their plan or maybe a different plan to execute.
Let's see what they can do in this now that they've had a bit of time to readjust.
Indeed. Aiden with the ball, setting up in the close gap. Plan doesn't seem to have changed, but I would say the execution has definitely improved. That has been the riskiest ball Kendrick has had to face so far. Just kind of let go of the ball a little early there.
Yeah.
Just cause that ball to go out.
It was a good trajectory.
Darren with the ball now, set up in the close side of the court. Throws it to Sid, who collects it easily. Sid takes the ball, sets up in the far gap. And he's finally able to get that top spin to work just the right way, where it rips up off the player, just enough to go back and into the goal.
And there was about 3 fractures prior to that ball, and so
you could tell that's what Sid was trying to do. He finally managed to execute on it. Aiden now with the ball in the far gap. Throws to the close cap, blocked forward by Kendrick.
And a ball over.
Queensland's unable to recover the ball, so the ball now goes back to New South Wales 2 for a second attempt. Darren to collect the ball. Let's see what he makes of it. Sets himself up in the close gap. Bounces it into the centre. Sid collects it. Ooh, Queensland now with a timeout.
What do you think Queensland would be thinking right now?
I think they're feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, they're up by 6 goals.
Yeah.
It's probably keep the game at our pace, keep it slow. You know, just focus on executing your skills and making sure you keep the ball out of your net. Like a priority on defense, I think at this point would be what I would do. What I'd be telling them if I was their coach.
Yeah, I'll be on the same viewing of that. Just to keep control. Don't try and do anything crazy when they're so far ahead.
It'll be interesting to see if they're able to get New South. If New South Wales 2 is able to, their throws are getting better.
Yeah.
I think they're hitting better spots now. So it'll be interesting to see
is looking better than New South Wales.
if they can continue it. Sid now with the ball. Far gap. Duffs it. Trying to get that skippy ball and just hits his hand into the ground too much. Troy collects the ball. Sets up in the far post. Troy also going for a skippier ball. Hits B. Passes off to Isaiah. Who sets up on the far side. Isaiah. A little bit of an over-rotation. Probably hooked the arm a bit. And it just happens to go slightly out.
And it doesn't look like their plans have changed. Still targeting the far.
Still trying to get that skippy bounce to hit up and over. Troy now with the ball. Setting up in the far gap. Oh, Troy got a good ball there into that close gap. Fractured off of Kendrick, who blocked it out. Kendrick now with the ball. Setting up on the close side.
Oh, Kendrick with the
Blocked
bouncy
by
ball.
Aiden. Pass to Darren.
Darren from the gap. Just out looking at the team line on Sean's side. Sid has collected the ball. Makes his way into the middle of the court. And into the close post off Darren's feet.
That change of pace right there.
Yep.
There've been a lot of bounce, a lot of skip lately, so just getting a fast flat one in there catches the defenders off guard and
Looks
ball
like
goes in.
looks like Troy and Darren might be switching.
Looks like it.
Aiden in the middle.
Oh.
Throws into Sid. Sid again. Same positioning. It looked like he went under Aiden.
Just scored off of a flat one.
Yeah.
Probably expecting another flat one and gets going with that skippy top spin bounce. Good time. Good timeout, I think. I think New South Wales 2 needed a reset there.
Yeah, reset, regroup. And it didn't look like Darren or Troy switched.
No, I think Troy was just going over there to check in on
Check
Darren
in on
and
Darren,
see how he's
yeah.
going. You know, it always sucks when you're the one who lets in a goal. So it's nice when your teammates come in to check on you and
Yeah.
back you up. So good on Troy for doing that.
And I think there's been no penalties this half.
No,
so
it's
far.
been a much cleaner half. I think Isaiah's found his groove. He's got his distancing right, and I think he's kept it nice and clean. I think that's definitely good.
And the same thing with Darren. Darren hasn't gotten any long balls either.
No, he's
got his length of the court
he's
as
found
well.
his distancing.
Aiden.
Aiden now on the close side of the court. Through to the close post. Caught by Kendrick. Sets up. Throws to the close gap. Blocked by Darren, who blocked it forward. Aiden collects it, passes it off. Darren with the ball.
And just as we said it, unfortunately Darren has gotten considered
Unfortunately,
a long ball
jinxed by the commentators. We got to take the L. I think we do.
We've got to take the L on that one.
That's
that
unfortunate.
was a jinx on our end.
All right.
Oh,
Interesting jury
Sub.
penalty.
out Isaiah.
It looks like they're resting Isaiah to put in Romeo. Makes sense.
It's gonna be
4:34 left in the half. Score is 1-9. If Queensland scores on this ball, they'll be 1 goal away from mercy.
and the
However, no one's managed to convert a penalty yet.
Mm.
So let's see if that trend continues.
And for those watching at home, the mercy rule is if a team wins more by 10 goals, the game will automatically end.
Plenty of sports have mercy rules. It's just that you don't often see them because, generally they're only in. It's either a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Sid now set up in the far side of the court. Throws the ball.
Into
A great cross court by Sid.
I don't think you can get any better than that.
No,
That
that
was
was
straight into the corner.
Very, very clean. I think if Darren was able to get that, that would have been a miracle block. So, no fault to him. A good ball's a good ball.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. See if New South Wales 2 can hold out, get some goals back. Plenty of time left in the game to do so. Let's see if they can do it.
Troy's now over with the close post. Has picked up the ball. Blocked by Sid. Passing it on to Romeo on the far post. Blocked out by Troy. Let's see if Troy can do a change up, and Troy now in the post. Into 5, blocked comfortably by Sid. Now is Sean in the gap. Big bounce into Aiden. Aiden now in the far gap. Into Sid. Quick return by Sid.
That will be game. And that's game.
That's
a
game.
great game by Queensland. They knew their spots, they knew what they needed to do, and they just managed to execute it.
Yeah, all Queensland defended all their penalties very well, and just executed on New South Wales on their penalties. We'll see how New South Wales can recover for their next game.
I think there's plenty to learn, plenty to take away from this game. I think, it's the first game of the comp. There's plenty of games left to play, so plenty of time to secure some wins.
And
I think
lots of games ahead to adjust and regroup.
Yeah, so I think learning from this game and hopefully improving upon themselves. It'll be interesting to see what New South Wales 2 does from here. I look forward to watching their future games. But congratulations to Queensland for another great game. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.